Welcome to Talkin Funny Cars, your host, Buddy Hull, and boy, do I have a special guest today. For so many reasons, we want to bring Alexis DeJoria right on screen. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. You know, when we started the show, you were top of my list, right? I said, I want to get Alexis on this show. I want to learn about Alexis. So we finally got you on, and it's a blessing. So let's dive right into it. Let's talk about what got you into drag racing. Your first generation, it wasn't like your dad did it or your uncle or your mom. It was just you. So let's talk about it.
So my dad and my uncle were both car enthusiasts, and my father used to race cannonball races throughout the world and had the best time, but nothing professional. Just, you know, good, clean.
Yep. Yeah.
Having a good time.
Old-fashioned.
Yeah, good old-fashioned
Run across
racing.
America. And, yeah, cool.
And he always won, and he had the best stories. My uncle was a car enthusiast, building hot rods, and just was super into it.
Sure.
When I finally got to high school, I linked up with some people that were building hot rods and racing them around. So started racing them around with them.
Yep. That's cool.
on the streets, and just had the best time. I had a GMC Typhoon. Was one of my first cars.
Yeah, those are cool, by the way.
I kind of talked my dad into it, and I was like, Dad, it's used. That it met all the criteria. It was used.
Yep.
It was a safe car.
Yep.
You know, it's like a
four-door.
GMC Jimmy.
Yeah.
You know. Little did he know it was a race car.
Yeah.
So we go to Long Beach and pick it up, and he's following me back in his car, and he's like, "What the hell?
What kind of exhaust on this thing?"
He goes, did I just buy you a race car? And one of his friends had one in turquoise, and he's like, John Paul, I can't believe you got that car for her. That thing's a race car. I had to sell it. It was way too fast. So yeah, that's really where I got my start. I got my need for speed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Well, we all start somewhere, and then the next step. So a little bit of street racing. Talked Dad into buying the race car. Thought it was a daily driver.
Good price. I mean, it literally met all the criteria. So he couldn't even be mad at the end of the day. Yeah.
The next step for you was, did you go to drag racing school? Did you just get right into the top alcohol funny car? Or what'd you do?
Oh God, no. So not having a background in racing.
Yeah.
And I didn't go straight from street racing to nothing. So
yeah.
I had to get my feet wet. I had to learn from the ropes, learn the ropes from the ground up. And I went to my very first drag race in person when I was 16, and that really got me.
Where was that at?
I mean, in Pomona for the Winter Nationals, and with some of my friends, and they're all plugging their ears, first of all. And I was like, God, these guys are sissies. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know, laying it all up. Cars go down the track. I'm just in awe.
Yep. The fuel cars.
That's what I want to do. Nitro Funny Cars, to be specifically.
Yep.
So yeah, that being said, not having a history in it, I went to Frank Hawley's drag racing school. First, actually, I went to Skip Barber's in Willow Springs because I wanted to try a road course. Got my racing permit in that. Need more more track time, but when I went to that drag race, man, there was just nothing like it.
Yeah.
I mean, it really
coolest thing in the world.
It blew my mind.
Yeah.
And then people like John Forrest, Del Worsham, you know, their personality I was like, this is where it's at.
Yeah.
I belong here. Yep. And my goal from day one was to drive a Nitro Funny Car.
Yeah.
So what's the best way to do that?
Yep.
Go out and learn. So Frank Hawley's drag racing school, I went to the super gas course.
Yep.
Got licensed in that. Found an old super gas Corvette that actually Jack Beckman was helping sell for one of his buddies in California because he was teaching the class in Pomona at the time. So I took my savings and I spent it on this car. Raced it a couple times. I think it was on its last life.
Yep.
You know, it was a '63 Corvette Roadster. And I had fun, but also I didn't know, you know, up from down. And one of my runs in Arizona, I made a run and then like right away came back to the staging lanes. I was like, Rad, let's do it again. And one of my friends was like, no, you got to go back to the pit.
Yeah. Fuel it, cool it off, check the tires. Yeah, that's right.
There's a whole system to this. So we parked next to some really great people, the Robbins family, who had been racing for a long time. And they raced super comp dragsters. So I linked up with them, and they're like, you know, you really should get rid of this car.
Get something better.
Yeah, so Steve Williams, you know, amazing just an incredible guy, badass. Built these super comp dragsters every 2 years. He would sell them, just pristine, consistent.
Yep.
So I did sell the Corvette, but got one of his dragsters and started racing with the Robbins family, and that's really when things picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I raced within 8 months. I made it to 2 finals and won a Sportsman National and Super Comp, which is, it's hard to do. And I didn't realize until after how intense that is, because there's so many cars that show up and they're all so good.
Yep.
And you have to be just on your game and learn the games. Yeah.
That's the toughest class in all of NHRA.
It
on
really
paper,
was.
it is.
Yeah.
On paper, still to this day, when you look at the margins of victory for the winner that day, it's incredible.
It's insane.
They're like, it's like
really
this.
Is.
Yeah.
And I beat Sean Langdon in one of the rounds, and he
You remind him of that every weekend?
I know. Well, I don't race times though. But I remember back then we were at the top end looking at the time slips, and he's like, "Where did you come from? Like, who are you?"
Yep.
I've never seen you before.
Yeah.
Why are you here?
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
You're like, don't worry about it, bro. Alexis, we've all just learned you started in a way that none of us knew, right? I didn't know you ran Super Comp. So, you know, and I think there's another part of this too, because I do know your history. So you've won in many classes, it sounds like, right? You say you won in Super Comp. We know you won in Nitro Funny Car. Is there any of the classes you won in?
Alcohol Funny Car.
Got ya.
So supposedly, I think it's still standing. I'm the only driver, male or female, who's won in all those classes.
That's incredible.
Super Comp, Top Alcohol Funny Car, Nitro Funny Car.
What an accomplishment.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
I thought so.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Triple class winner, Alexis DeJoria. But you didn't know that until this show. So
I like to keep it on my card too, on like my race card.
Yeah.
Like, do you want to like renew it? I'm like, yeah. I just like having all those numbers.
Yeah, all the numbers. Yeah. two licenses for one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It leads me into this. So, you know, the graduation from Super Comp then to Top Alcohol Funny Car.
Yeah.
I remember when you did that. At that time, you know, my father was a partner on the Top Alcohol Funny Car, and I was always working on the Top Alcohol Funny Car, and we raced against you. You don't know that, but we did.
Which car?
It was Wayne Butler's car.
Okay.
Wayne Butler.
Yeah.
Remember Wayne?
Yep.
And so I remember you had an accident in the Top Alcohol Funny Car.
I did.
I remember that. You went in the sand.
Hellacious one, actually.
A big one. I remember this.
Like the worst you could possibly have without getting hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember this accident.
Bad.
Yeah.
So the transition from Super Comp to Top Alcohol Funny Car was a big one. That was rough because it's so different than anything I'd ever experienced in my life. And so I had gone back to Frank Hawley's, this one was in Gainesville, to learn how to drive an alcohol funny car. And it was tough. It was really tough. I spent a long time in alcohol funny car. But the goal from day one was to win in each class before I made the move up. So I spent quite a long time. What was it, like five years?
Yeah.
5 or 6 years. And I started racing with the O'Bannons, who were big blown alcohol dragster guys, won all the time. And then we ended up having a 2-car team, which didn't do very well. Worked with some really great crew chiefs. Randy Anderson, Bob DeVore, Sam Shockley, and then ended up acquiring Bob Newberry's operation when he retired. But he wanted to stay on as as a mentor and a crew chief.
Sure.
And it was just the right timing. You know, I was like, okay, this isn't working right now. I'm struggling. So got with Bob Newberry and moved out to Bronson, Texas. Bronson, Florida. Sorry, kind of like Texas. Sugar sand. We lived on a peanut farm. We were renting from this sand drag family. So they had this big warehouse. You could pull the trucks right in. The whole workshop was awesome. And once I started working with Bob Newberry, he really settled me. He goes, you know what, Alexis, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with your driving. You're just not in the right car.
Fair enough.
As soon as I got in the car with him and started running, man, we started winning. We started going rounds, and everything just became really clear, and I felt just good in my seat, you know? And Englishtown, New Jersey. So we had kept getting, like, upping our record, like doing better and better. Each run we were doing better, we were going faster, and every run from at the rear end where they used to be mounted. The parachute cords, they were welded on the outside tabs, not the inside. So they were a little weak to begin with, but they were mounted right on the rear end. Every run I was making, it was cracking a little bit. A little bit more. And then that last one, I'd won the round. I always won the round and then have some crash or burn happen. Great.
At least you won.
That round, man, I was like, yeah, we won. We've gone faster than we ever have. You can see as soon as I get to the finish line, as soon as the parachutes deploy, they blossom for like a quick, like a quarter of a second, and then they're gone.
Yeah, they fly off. I remember that.
And so, because it was on the rear end, it opened up the rear end like a can opener.
Yeah, oil.
Sprayed oil all over my brakes.
Yep.
So all at once, I had no way to stop the car. Yep. And on the entire circuit, Englishtown is the second shortest shutdown from finish line to the sand trap, compared to Pomona, where Pomona is downhill.
Yep.
A lot of people don't know that, but that is the shortest shutdown, and it's downhill, so it's a little sketch. But at Englishtown, that was pretty crazy. I had no way to stop the car, and with alcohol funny cars, as you know, they don't have the kind of downforce that a Nitro car has. So you're cutting like the wind like a knife.
Yeah, they're sliding right through the air.
Maybe we scrubbed off like 100 miles an hour. Yeah. I was still going about $140.
Yep.
And I got Bob Newberry's, voice in the back of my head. Okay, well, if this happens, just line yourself up to the middle.
Yeah, be dead straight.
And as soon as you know you're not going to have any more control over the wheel, tuck.
Let go.
Get your hands off the wheel and tuck. I'm like, okay, right? So all this, and this is happening in a matter of like fractions of a second. And it's all like slow-mo. Everything got really quiet. I saw one of the track officials on the side of the track going like this. Like, go straight. I giggled to myself.
Yeah, I'm like, I know that.
I'm like, I'm going, you think I'm just going to hang a left going 140?
Yeah. In a flame car?
As I'm getting ready to crash, I don't know what the hell is going to happen right there, but to me, that was one of the funniest things ever. So here I am careening down the strip, and I'm like, okay, buddy. So lining myself up in the middle. I mean, I was going so fast, I didn't even touch the sand, really.
Skipped right over it.
Yeah, I went through 2 catch nets and then 4 rows of those sand-filled barrels to finally it stopped me. But the angle I hit from the motor plate forward, it did its job. Yep. And I was very lucky to go in at the angle that I did. Yeah. Because if I would have been a little bit more up or a little bit more down, we may not be talking right now.
Yeah.
So from the motor plate forward, it curled right up over the injector, stopped, came up, came down on its side, and I'm like, all right, I'm good.
Yep. Let me get out of
this. Damn it! Sorry. I'm not going to say the F-bomb, but I was pissed. I was like,
ruined your race car.
We don't have another car. We won the round. We just went as like our fastest, our best.
Yep.
And I'm not hurt, but now I'm pissed. Yep. I get out of the car, and I'm like, man, what the hell? Da-da-da-da-da-da. And Melanie Troxel, John Forrest, everybody's going down to the top end, making sure I'm okay because, the year before, Scott Kalina lost his life down there. Yep. So everybody was on high alert.
Everybody cared.
Yeah, it was a little scary. But it's one of those things. It's like it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
Yep.
Some people
we all go through
manage to go through and don't have that accidents, and some people do. But would I wish it upon anyone else? No. Yeah. Do I think it's good experience to build you as a driver? Yes.
Yeah, 100% agree.
Because you get a better understanding and respect for what these cars are capable of, and you know what it feels like. So it's not that feeling of like, oh, what's that feel like? That
all the experiences.
Your experiences make a big difference.
You had all the fun in the alcohol funny car, and then you get to move into what your dream was, right? The 16-year-old girl that went to Pomona finally gets to drive the Nitro funny car, Coletta Motorsports, for a legend like Connie. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God, what a blessing. I mean, that was a dream come true. But yeah, that win in Seattle was huge. I had won a divisional event, but I had never won a national event in alcohol funny car, and that's what was keeping me from making the next step. Yep. I had already made runs in Dell's car. I got licensed in Dell's car, started testing in the Kalita Funny Car, the DHL car.
Yep.
But I'm like, no, guys, I got to win in this class. I made a pact with myself. I'm going to win in each class before I make the move up.
I love that.
And alcohol funny car took a little bit more time because it was a struggle until, you know, everything comes together.
Sure.
All the lines, all the planets align, and I have a lot of great people to thank for that. So got that win in Seattle, and I was like, it was such relief. I'm like, all right, now I can make the move.
Yep.
So I started at the very end of 2011. And a lot of people don't know this, but my first race was in Dallas.
Okay.
So I ran all the end races. And Jim Oberhofer was kind of, he was helping out.
Jim, the crew chief, the Nitro Funny Car crew chief.
He was crew chiefing my car until Dell was available. Dell was still racing for Alan Aubie.
Yep.
He had won the championship.
And Top Fuel that year.
Yes.
I remember that.
But, you know, had always wanted to be a mentor and crew chief. And so he took a liking to me. He saw, you know, that I had the capabilities and he had a lot of faith in me. And it was awesome to work with him. But he wasn't ready yet. He had to finish his job. So the end of 2011, I started 2012. Well, that was my first full year with Dell as my crew chief. And working with him, learning from him is like, I mean, it's so valuable. Like, you can't put a price on that. That man has driven the cars. He's won a championship. He's tuned the cars. He's been driving since he was 18.
Yep.
Like, I mean, if there's anyone you want to learn from, it's someone like him.
Yep.
He's been through fires. He's been upside down.
Yep.
He's done all that.
He's done it all.
Yeah.
Built them, tuned them, owned them, driven for other people.
Yeah.
Been on fire, been upside down, been in the sand, everything in between.
All of it.
Great coach, great mentor.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So we had a great year our first year. Went to a final round in Bristol. That was huge. And then at the end of that year, man, Connie was like, Dell, I want you to drive the DHL Funny Car. That's it. And then we're like, wait, what?
Yeah, you're taking my guy away from me here.
Yeah, we didn't get to finish what we started. But he wanted Dell to drive the funny car. So Dell got in the funny car, the DHL car, and he went from crew chief to teammate.
Yep.
Yeah, and we went back and forth. I beat him, he beat me. I think I beat him more than he beat me, and he won at least going round.
That's cool.
One of them was in Vegas, and he was pretty bummed, and I was like, Dell, I go, you taught me everything you know. You should be proud.
That's right.
The student has beaten the teacher.
Yep.
This is a good moment for you. He's like,
he still wanted to win.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
He still ended up
He's
winning the championship, but yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And work with Nikki Bonifani.
Yep.
And then I got to work with Tommy DeLago and Glenn Hauser, and we won 3 races in 1 year. And 2014, including the U.S. Nationals, the 60th anniversary of U.S. Nationals.
Remember that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Favorite ever.
I remember that.
Ran record numbers, qualified #1, just kicked ass, man.
Yep.
Did really good. But
That was a good race car. That was a good year for you.
It was.
Yeah, that was
we
really
had some
positive.
of the best paint jobs too, and I couldn't understand why we didn't get best car and show. I don't know if they do that anymore.
Yeah.
But in the alcohol days and the sportsman
was a
days,
thing.
we got trophies for that.
Best steering crew, all
I was
those.
kind of surprised
Yeah.
we didn't get that.
Yeah, they were good-looking cars.
For the Patron car.
Yeah, the Patron car was always cool. I mean,
It was beautiful.
yeah, it was always. I remember one specifically. Was it purple?
It's flat black
Yeah,
with purple and gold ribbons.
Yeah, that was it. That's the one. That's the one I was.
God, it was so
I was always a fan of that.
I
look.
helped design all the cars.
Yeah, it was killer.
And they were painted too. Like the base was painted. They were
paint.
They were paint.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, gorgeous.
Yeah, nothing beats paint. I mean, when you get up close to paint, there's nothing better. Wrap's cool because it's quick, it's
Wraps
fast.
are great and they're light and everything and it's easy, but the
Yep.
paint, man,
Yep.
that was important. It was
So,
beautiful.
you know, we talk about sponsorship a little bit, you know, and I think that's important. But one thing I'll say is that, you know, I've watched your dad really support your racing career. You know what I mean? I see him out here You can tell he loves watching a race.
He does.
Right? Because I'm an observer of people, and I watch him interact with everyone around him, and he's looking at your race car, whether he knows what it is or not, I don't know. But I've seen your dad like looking at your race car, and I'm just like, man, he loves his daughter.
Yeah.
And he wants to see you do good.
He helps me pack my parachutes. He's like, anything he can do. This year in Gainesville, he was like wanting to help the guys fill the tank, the fuel tank.
Yeah.
He was pushing the car up on the starting line.
Yeah, I've seen him do random stuff
all
like
in
that.
there. Yeah, he loves it.
Yeah, he does.
And he doesn't like to be anywhere for too long, so this is a perfect sport for him. NASCAR, IndyCar, F1, he's good in the beginning, and then he's like, okay, let's go.
He can come watch your runs 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Dad's going home.
He's all about it.
Yep. All right, Alexis, so Funny Car Fast 5.
Rapid fire.
Bang, bang, bang. Favorite funny car driver?
John Force.
John Force. John Force. Why John Force? Tell me why. Well, we know why, but we want to hear your version.
Well, can I split it to John Force and Del Worsham?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair enough. Favorite track to race your funny car on right now?
Bristol.
Bristol.
Even though we didn't do that great, but Bristol, Tennessee. I
Isn't
just
that cool?
love that track.
Cool. Favorite funny car of all time? Could be one that you drove or maybe that somebody else drove.
Oh man, really? Really?
I know, right? There's a lot of them.
I'll just stick to one of mine. It was the Patron XO. No, Patron. XO Cafe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Flat black, brown.
Yeah.
Gold on it.
Yeah,
I remember that one too.
That was a beautiful car.
Yeah, it was
I liked
dope.
that car.
Yep.
And it was consistent, and we hauled ass and won. Yeah.
Yep. Your best funny car race of all time. Now, maybe you were in the seat, maybe you were at the starting line, maybe you were watching them on TV.
Finals, Bristol against JR when I cut a 002 light against him.
Wow. Fair enough. Fair enough.
That was a good day.
That was a good day.
And we won the race. With Dell as my crew chief, it was like, oh man, yeah.
That's cool. It's really cool. Describe what it's like to drive your Nitro funny car in 15 seconds.
Star Wars.
Yeah, right?
Light speed.
That's what it's like, right? Yeah, like somebody hit warp and boom, next thing you're there. Yep.
People were like, what does it feel like? I was like, well, after going over 300 miles an hour on a consistent basis, you really don't have a sense of speed anymore. Nothing will ever feel fast.
100% agree.
And on some really good runs, when the clutch comes in half track, it's like getting hit by a freight train.
Isn't it cool?
You're just, pow, yeah.
Cool,
it's pretty awesome.
Coolest thing in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. A whole lot about Alexis DeJoria. Tune in. Don't forget NHRA FAST Channel, YouTube, of course, and all the other digital channels on your home TV. We'll see you next time.